Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back for more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, my MSQ journey. This is going to be the second to last. I bespoke a bit, timing my quests out. So this will be the final big chunk before I break off the actual final quest. This is a quest 94, the Sanctuary of the Strong. Kakifwa, wait, check my notes. Kafkiwa, almost there, would guide you to the next zone. So far, there appears to be no change with the Meso terminal. So I'll take the opportunity to visit another zone. Aziel Volcanae in the northeast. Place with the volcano, eh? And I suppose we're using the zip line again? You know it. Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the gate of remembrance. Come, let's head back. We just port back ourselves. Almost like we're endless, but not. It's a fiery place indeed. I wonder what it's themed upon. Other than a volcano? How can she be so carefree about everything? Well, I must say it saddens me to see the scenery change in our wake. Yeah. Volcano really isn't... That volcano really is real, right? All that smoke pouring out is just part of the glamour? Well... we'll find out. Hey, boop. Error. Download complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Erenville Volcanae, the Sanctuary of the Strong. Fight with courage and honor, that your legend may resound furthermore in the arena. Arena of valor. In the arena. Another long day of reading. Whee! Do you have it? Guts! It's the freaking aggro crag? Oh my. Okay. It's only an illusion. It's only an illusion. Well. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. Not on your life. It isn't even real, is it? Oh, definitely not. But don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No need. I believe you. Huh. That there is the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Erenville? I'll explore alone, you needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth. Poor Erenville. He's still coming to terms with it. I can't hardly blame him. Let's leave him be for now. Yeah. Come on. Let's get moving ourselves. Yeah. Quite the volcano. As long as there's no Rainforest Cafe under it, we're okay. Ah, lava crab. There's no battle music here. Strange. Right would seem to be the more direct path to the terminal, but I must say I'm curious about the building on the left. The arena? The mechanical soldiers are as common here as they are in Solution 9. Wonder how long ago they were created. Well, there's not one there. I got baited. Looks like we have two paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kafkiwa heading left, though. Well, that would seem to be a detour. I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic route. Let's follow after Kafkiwa and see what the building's about. I imagine the arena that was spoke of earlier. Oh, you just kind of gotta have to like fight here. No way to pat. It's gonna be like rawr, aggro. Yep. Oh, never mind. What is that face? Oh. Oh, they despawned that quickly? Okay. Or de-aggro? They, well, hold on. Wait for it. It's coming back. We good? Ah! Found her. A round building with seating for spectators. Might this be a fighting arena? Erenville is elsewhere, of course. Well now, look who came this way too. Great minds, as they say. This appears to be a fighting arena. Is it also a recreation of an actual, or recreation rather, sorry, of an actual place? In all likelihood, while I don't know the details, I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on. But you ought to head inside for a look. Oh, okay. Such a slow pace. Whoosh. What's this music? If these are all Final Fantasy IX references in some way, shape, or form, I just don't know them well enough. But don't remember that game well enough to... Oh. I almost thought they were gonna summon Pokemon or something. Is they both summoners, maybe? Splat.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Resembles what?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Oh, it's the Arcanist magical art. Oh.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Oh, this might get bad real quick. They're probably not going to know who she is. They probably have... They don't know they had a child if it's them.
Come on, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Krile. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. And there is no mistaking the earring.
Hmm?
Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
Didn't expect that.
it has been 20 years.
Hmm. Well.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Well. 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 Miracles really do happen here. I'm happy for Krile. I didn't think Krile would actually meet her parents. I was not expecting that. I mean, I was saying before it's going to happen, but like, I figured they wouldn't know. Or they wouldn't even be here. If it's even them. If they're endless, then is it really the same people we saw in that flashback? Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, but this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting name for a quest. Bit of a translational bit. A little strange. Quest number 95. The Taste of Family. Krile has regained some composure. Alright. I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. If everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another. Now you can say them. Indeed, this is a being to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. Huh. The heat wells. We're under attack. Oh. Well. Let's keep an eye on things for now. You could carve the tension with a knife. That we should meet our daughter here of all places. You're all our daughter's friends, yes? Thank you for bringing her to us. Mm-hmm. Such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions. What are they called? Oh dear, I'd completely forgotten to introduce them. Over there, or over here is Wuklamot, Vow of Reason of Tuliolal. Besides her is Grahatia, my colleague in the students of Baldessian. And this is me! An adventurer? Though that hardly does him justice. He is the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. My word. Clearly we have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Hmm. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? If only we had some Gerblock Pipil to ease the way. Am I right? Wait, it's not a bad idea. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Oh, understood. We'll fetch you all treats that'll help you cool off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Nothing of it. This is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats. Thank you. We look forward to seeing what you bring. I feel like a bundle of nerves. You're very considerate. As we've learned, good food brings people together, even sworn foes. That was well conceived, Wooklamat. Just putting what I learned in Yaktel to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, is that the food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless. And going along with the idea, Krile likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help to thaw it. So, shall we split up and look for what... How's her name pronounced again? Alalia. Yeah, Alalia. Alalia. Nope, whatever. Krile's mom. Something cold, ironically. It's supposed to be a special moment. So I say we go with the best treat there is, one that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people near the Aetherite, me, Grahatia, and I will do the same elsewhere. Why his full name? Anyway. Of course, go to the Aetherite to make sure you attune to it. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. What snack to have today? Got a recommendation for something tasty and cold? The stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. Speaking of cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee? Actually, a tea might be better, or even a lemonade. But I can't go past a beer. Yes, let's make it a white beer today. Cold treat that will leave an impression. It's a difficult one. As Yale Volcane is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly the hearty and filling kind. Right. There's a popular stall to the southwest that might have what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look? Florid man? It's not Florida man. Whew, after a long hot soak like that, I'm gonna need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know what Gold Star ice cream? It's the most popular treat here in Sail Volcane. While it's a little tricky to tuck into, you can't come here and not try it. There's a stall to the southwest, so I have no excuses. Yeah, stall to the southwest. Indeed. How's babysitting Wooklamat the game going? Well, Don't have a whole lot left, to be honest. But it's going fine. Oh, literally the ice cream vendor right there. Yeah, so you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful balls stacked on top of each other. That'd be the ice cream, I take it? I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servings. So let's get Graha to help carry one. You're talking to the teleportation expert, or just leave it to me. That doesn't... But I can't... I gotta see where this goes. You mean you can do it alone? Oh, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this? Great. They're definitely safer in your hands than in mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. It's actually, it's more like a snow cone. But these are usually ice cream. Little dollops. He just cut in line real quick. Hello there. Would you care for some of our famous Gold Star ice cream? All right, 3 servings. Coming right up. Here you are. You want to be quick so it doesn't melt, but also careful so it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Before the timer runs out, you'll have 2 minutes. You'll have 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Why 2 minutes and 5 seconds? They're right there. How very specific to have 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I mean, that does look pretty sick. I would assume the stars are made out of chocolate. Why 2 minutes and 5 seconds? I'm just... Goodness me. What an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much. Those are pretty good. I'll go with my screen right now too. Oh my god.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Robo.
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
Well.
This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Okay. Oh,
Raha?
gosh. Of course. He ate a toothpick, by the way.
What is he doing?
At least a stem.
You needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
Well, not the point.
No, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
Yo,
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Carl's mom getting in that ice cream.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
Indeed.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
Very nondescript, omega powerful MacGuffin relic. Okay.
The key is none other than that relic.
Oh, okay.
And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive, to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
The Echo.
An unusual gift. The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, It ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors,
Of course.
of them, and of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Not how to go with us or anything? You've gone through much trouble for us. You all have good hearts. Our daughter is fortunate to have friends like you. I was expecting something a little more sad and somber, but it was sweet. Awkward, but sweet. It went really well. And you, Bay, your sense of balance is something else. I still don't know why it was 2 minutes 5 seconds. Like, what's the significance of 125 seconds? Am I missing some reference? Though it had no taste, the ice cream was a treat for the eyes. I'm glad it served to ease the tension. Hey, Raha, Lamachi. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but to know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that, and so much else, I thank you. Oh, spell speed. Next, we move to quest 96, Leafing Through the Past. Krile is eager to learn about the Melala people. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place of learning about the Malala's ancient homeland, but I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely, information on preservation. Preservation. Scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion. And prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course. Seeing as the key once belonged to the Malala, it couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. So this is how it is in here. This place has the look of an ancient ruin, but I suppose it's an illusion as well. quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. What's going on?
The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail, thanks to the marvel of Electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. I have neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility. The steps of the speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey.
There's even a guide. How considerate. All right then. As we wander around, if there is something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask.
Incorrect. Visit to our facility takes the form of a quizzed tour. So the correct answer is, follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly.
Sounds like a pain in the ass. What the heck? I'm sure it will both be enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us.
Very good, madam. I have registered the four of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond.
Oh, I was going to click those placards, but... Oh, here we go. Panel bears information on the history of the Malala. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon isles of eternal summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the seas suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all of the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one, the Malala fell under the death toll. Until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who still lived could do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. So they suffered an astral calamity, a calamity of ice. So, yeah. Chapter 2. The Malala are the keepers of the mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by those whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When the great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled unto a new land. Chapter 3. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they have succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore, which later became known as Electrope. Through this ingenious technique, Electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. Okay. Chapter 4. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of Electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it ever actually existed. Huh. Oh, my purple shirt is still on theme. Is that pattern a Milalan motif? Judging by the elaborate decoration, this was a place of import to the Milala. The wall is illuminated. It's so beautiful.
If I may have your attention, you stand within the shrine of the Milala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their home. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that, one day, they may return to their ancestral home.
A sacred relic. That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion.
Interdimensional fusion. If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz.
Here we go.
There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe the statement is true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin.
If there are no objections, let us have Bay do the honors. Go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. All the statements could be true, right? Or even false? God, the suspense is killing me. For a mechanical soldier to serve as a guide, it seems safe to assume that preservation was aware of the information presented here and had no objections to its dissemination. Dare say the panels in the previous chamber may also hold clues. Long ago, our people dwelled on Isles of Eternal Summer where the flowers ever bloomed. Yet eternity did not last, for a calamity turned the bounteous waters to barren ice. The statement seems to agree with the words spoken by the guide. Oh, we have to light every one that is true. Oh, it's correct, braziers. That is correct. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our people fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain the power. While the statement is similar to what you heard from the guide, you do not recall the speaker remaining behind. That's correct. I guess it kind of nudged you towards the answer regardless. I kind of was hoping it would be you had to choose yourself, but it doesn't matter. Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we Malala not only transformed Electrope into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, we were favored by the rulers of many a nation. That's correct. Nothing in this statement was touched upon by the guide. You will need to find other sources to ascertain its... Oh, okay, good. Yes, that's correct. When lightning threatened the world, we Malala turned to our relic once more. Invoking its power, we opened a portal and returned to our ancient homeland. Nope. Incorrect. Okay, so it kind of gives you 2 and you have to choose. Okay, that's fine.
Remember, you must light the braziers whose statement you believe are true. Are you ready for your answers to be judged? Very well. Up and you begin. You have answered correctly. And on your very first attempt besides. Amazing!
Great work, Bay. I knew you could do it. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the 5th umbral calamity comes to mind. Wait, are all calamities umbral? I thought they were umbral or astral. Because it's like it's a balancing act. Did I misremember? Are all umbral calamities followed by astral ages? But ice is not Ice is not umbral. Ice is light, astral. I have to go back to Uriange's room on the first. Read the posters again. The fifth umbral calamity comes to mind. That which ushered in the age of endless frost. Yeah, I must have misremembered. There's a lot of lore in this game, okay? A lot of lore. Hello, Kaylin. I am almost done. Kind of. There are a chunk left for sure. And legend holds that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of Arcanima 2. Yeah, Arcanima? Yeah. Traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malalas, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory.
Ahem. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits.
How many of these quizzes are there? That is a fine question indeed. Pineapple? As long as there's no pens in this room, then we're okay. Or apples. I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. Sorry. sorry. Oh, hello. They appear to be a few impressions of these masks. What's with all the massive faces? What could these masks represent, I wonder?
You have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. All it is known as the Speaker's Rest. Everything else remains a mystery. No one else knows what purpose it served. Not even the Malala themselves.
That's rather curious.
Isn't it, though? Some have suggested that this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer, that it doesn't actually exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the walls are masks that represents emotions of men. And that brings you to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many types of masks are there?
It's the last one already? Plain tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds.
Please take all the time you require. I shall be here when you are ready with the answer.
Masks representing emotions. That's just a thought, but if emotions and memories are strictly bound, could they be the Malala's way of expressing the different faces of living memory? Wait, what? I keep on losing track. I'm gonna have to borrow a brush from Krile. 3. The answer is 3, I think. All right, well, we've got diamond mouth, tongue, diamond, tongue, angry V, beard, diamond, angry V, tongue, 4, looks like it's 4. Looks like 4.
So how many kinds of masks are there? Have you determined the answer? So your answer is 4. How about everyone else?
Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Bay, I also believe it is 4. As do I.
The correct answer is... 4. Congratulations to the 3 of you.
Damn it! Where the hells did I mess up?
And that concludes the quiz tour of the steps of the speaker. Thank you for your visiting today, and eagerly look forward to your next.
What's the point of that many faces, though? I need... What's the... What?
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
That sounds like patch content to me, Krile.
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology.
Oh.
To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls.
Yep.
We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Krile, We wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you?
Oh?
Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Krile, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
If I may confide in you, Bay, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tural. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learned nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you. For trusting me with your life, and walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. It is all the way over here, isn't it? Just so we're clear, Emmett, still a dick move. Maybe a little less of a dick move. We didn't know who was going to come here with us, but also still kind of a dick move. You bastard. Lovely people. Robor and Alia. Blah, 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 blah. Erenville isn't here yet. Worry not. I shall be fine. Well. The elders have told me all. I'm glad Krile could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time, are you ready to shut down the terminal?
You know how to do it.
I do.
Their memories may be gone, but their love will always be with me. Their love will be with me always. Fancier way of saying it. Now that Ellen Eshpia has joined us, let's head to the last zone. Just one zone remaining. Are you all right, Krile? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Next, we have to part with... well... quest number 97. an explorer's delight. Kafkiwa is ready to head to the fourth and final zone. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. But now you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time, I'd like to quickly check on the Meso terminal. So I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. So as much as this is a city zone, it is not a city. So I don't actually have... Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. So this is it. Like before, it will be hard, but we must honor Kafkiwa's wish. Oh, Erenville. This boy is ellipsing me so hard. Understandable, I guess, but still. As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the Meso terminal. I mean, you can carry on getting to know the Endless in the last zone. Wind's Path Gardens, it's called. And it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, a great idea just occurred to me. What might that be? Save it for after we've arrived on the other side. See you there. All right, then. Her great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Erenville. As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. I know. I know. Kafkiwa isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. It can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now, we keep doing what we're doing, seeking out Endless and learning what's dear to them. Let's not keep Kafkiwa waiting. I have faith in Erenville's inner strength. What could this great idea of Kafkiwa's be? It's not...
The error. Verification system initialized, user registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Wind's Path Gardens, the sanctuary of even exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a first. That's a tough landing. What the hell? My knees? Uh-huh.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words.
All right.
Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become.
Well,
I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud. As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kafkiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish.
oh.
I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not.
We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Eleneshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
How very like Kafkiwa to chase her dreams to the last. Let's help Kafkiwa make some great memories. A sanctuary of exploration and discovery, quite fitting that Kafkiwa's memories are here. Yep, triple dot, I get it. And with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless. And be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. somehow anticipated this. I thought those things were some sort of enormous tree, but they're actually sculptures. What a lovely garden. The scenery here is something sort of remarkable. To think that Sphene had managed to preserve it for the endless. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? Hmm. It's absolutely stunning. And they are all actual plants? They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. This zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Krile. Here you'll find flora and fauna the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. I expect that some creatures I encountered outside of Tyrol may have cousins in this world. While I am no expert on life in the reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now that's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world-traversing traveler and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Sharlayan's finest scholars besides. And a queen, I guess. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. When it comes to inquisitiveness, I reckon I'm a match for both you and Erenville. Can't recall the last time my mother was so excited. Some creatures here do indeed appear to resemble those in Eorzea. Such was the case in the first, too. Kafkiwa looks awfully happy, doesn't she? Quest number 98. In search of discovery. Kafkiwa's eyes sparkle in anticipation of discovery. To begin with, I'd like you to scout out the vicinity and report back with any points of note. This would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. They're bound to be familiar with the area, after all. As Eleneshbia suggested, it would be interesting to compare the creatures here with those native to the source. I've never ventured outside of Tyrol, so I look forward to your insights. Just leave it to us. I've only ever been to Sharlayan myself, but I'd like to think I know interesting when I see it. Of everyone, I dare say you've been the most places. Cannot wait to hear your thoughts. I mean, yeah, I could just blink to the before times real quick if you want. Just blink back in time, I don't know, millions of years. A touch of a button, just there we go. Oh, hello. What am I doing, you ask? Look up at the trunk. See the plants within the capsules? These are species that either can't survive in Wind's Path gardens or become invasive and disrupt the ecosystem. The capsules recreate the conditions they require, from tropical to frigid climes, while keeping them isolated. In that way, any and all plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. Yeah. Huh. Okay. You see a creature wandering about that resembles the treants native to the Twelveswood. Indeed. And then I blasted him. I have to get rid of this proc so the dancing ants aren't on my screen anymore. I've had the Blood Lily ready for forever, but I haven't had any. Just didn't think to spend it on something nonsense. We'll get it out of here now. So the dancing ants go away. So this zone won't completely delete, huh? Curious. The flower garden appears to be meticulously maintained, if not by endless anti-machines. My ancestors aren't actually Alexandrian, but hailed from a place called Conde Pitai? They say they had some unique customs there. For instance, when greeting someone, they would say, "Lally ho," in a spirited manner. Excuse me, what? Our settlement was famous for a gigantic tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covering the ground went beyond the horizon. The terminal here at Wind's Path Gardens is apparently inspired by that very tree. The Lifa tree. Lifa tree? Its name was. It may not be real, but it's nice to have it as a memento for posterity. Oh, that would have been cool. Damn. I was expecting a lolly-ho in return. Ah! My legs. Do you know that even the water here is created using electrope? The initial product is too pure, though, and adjustments have to be made so the composition resembles what's found in the natural environment. That's just one of the many things they do to create the ideal conditions for these plants to thrive. I don't know what's to become of our world outside the barrier, or what's become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot such as this in real life. Speaking of lovely spots, you've been to the top of the lookout here. It's a great vantage point. There's even a food stall in case you're hungry. No, Mr. Tree. Ah! Why did the wind spirit aggro me too? Or the sprites, rather. I guess it was close enough to get hit by arrow. Not arrow. Flare 4. It's arrowing me. Was indeed blasting me. Was Wuklamot around that I could talk to her? Well, the arboretums. Sorry, it's arboretums of Charlium imitate natural environs. This place has the feel of an exhibit. In that sense, the word gardens just suited well. It was a beast I had never seen before. I don't know if I need to run around and look for Wuklamot, or she's gonna rejoin us here in a moment. But what about Graha? Was I meant to bump into them at some point? I didn't see them. I don't like missing random extra dialogue from our NPCs during story, but sometimes they just don't exist somewhere. They're not just standing around doing something. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. Not seeing anyone. I'm not sure. Hopefully I don't miss anything. Welcome back. Krile has just delivered to me the most fascinating report. You have some engaging impressions to share too, I hope? Well, what would mine be? At the invasive weeds and stuff? I don't know. Oh, that is all very interesting indeed, but I must say I am most fascinated by the ambulating trees. There are similar creatures in Yorkapacha. Could you tell me more about the treants as you know them? Native to the Twelves Wood, where they prey upon even wolves. There are various subspecies, such as those with red leaves or a gnarled look. They like to hurl acorns at you, exploding ones. That is true. Is that so? To maintain an ecosystem with such formidable creatures, I imagine there must be other equally imposing species to keep them in check. The management of ecosystems. That calls to mind Labyrinthos, does it not? But it does. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthos is a storage facility deep beneath Charlian that contains a recreation of a temperate climate zone. Such a place exists? Amazing. By the by, did anyone also catch sight of a large scalekin? I did not. A large scalekin, you say? What does it look like? Nothing I've seen before. That it has a rodent-like form and walks on all fours. Looks like a rodent. Wouldn't that make it a beastkin? No, it's covered in scales. One that appear to mimic succulent plants. By that, I would definitely classify it as a scalekin. Ha! I see what's happening here. Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well. It was in the flower field earlier. I should still be near. It's right over there. When we find it, we'll see who's right. You should come along too. Lend us your opinions. Okay. Go on. All the others know. And then all the others know. And then join you. Alright, they may have been somewhere then. I may have missed them. Shit! Or they may not have been. I don't know. No idea. Was one of those things? This is so exciting. Come on and help us find that creature. This is the area. The beast didn't give the impression that it moves frequently. Well, I'm sure it'll be here in just a moment. Yaha. You spotted a beast resembling an Echiovore you encountered in the first. Echiovore, I guess? I don't know. It's like a big hedgehog. That's the one there. I see. At a glance, it certainly has the look of both Scalekin and Beastkin. Examine it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. It's covered in plant-like scales. It has deft little paws. It has a pointy snout. It does have deft little paws. Indeed, such forms would be well suited to holding nuts and berries and the like. Oh! Having studied it, I believe that the scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hide. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You may be right. If we consider that along with its other characteristics, such as its face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin, like you said. A physical examination would need to confirm this beyond doubt, but I'm satisfied simply to have seen it. As you alone are familiar with the species, where did you encounter it? On a totally different reflection. The fairy kingdom of the first? He has been to the very edge of existence. He has seen life that others could only imagine. Wow, just drop the ball like that. The bomb like that, Erenville. Not gonna mention the fact that we flew there on a dragon. Well, actually, we flew there first on a spaceship. And then we flew there on a dragon. A little bit more, you know. Then we fell into essentially the stopping of all time when we fought our best frenemy until one of us died. Because, you know, anime. Amazing. Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. Oh, how I'd love to have seen them all. The life beyond the bounds of our star and plane both. Looks like we're having fun. Hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Ketenrem and Galuf treated me to tales of their travels. You've met my grandfather too? Oh, didn't I already mention it? No. I thought I remember anyway. I don't think so. It was when Galuf came to Tiral to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have business with Galul Jaja, so we met in Tuliolo. Flashbang. Little did I know that the tiny babe he was cradling would return as you. To think that our paths had already crossed all these years ago. Not only yours and mine either. Ellen Eshpia was there too, you know. I don't remember. It's quite fine if you don't. That's cute. It was actually because Galuf told me about Charlian that I later urged Ellen Eshpia to take up gleaning. My fussy bun was growing up dour and withdrawn, and it was when I was at my wit's end that I recalled your grandfather's story about gleaners. Seeing the world through their adventures would inspire a change for the better, I believed. I'm sorry I was dour and withdrawn. I guess that wasn't really an inflection. He's just saying, I'm sorry, I was dour and withdrawn. But like, if you ask me, you still have some work to do. That's because you're that way when you're with us now. And I, for one, am grateful. It's because you're that way that you're with us now. For that, I'm grateful. Oh, that he... Okay, sure, yeah. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There's a facility I've been waiting to visit. The Celera, I guess Celera Museum of Nature. It's supposed to have creatures that take you on leisure flights. There's one problem. Seems only 3 people can fly at one time. And you and Erenville should go. The rest of us still have plenty of other things we can do here. If there's room for one more, why don't you come with us, Bay? Okay. I'll be alone with your mom. Weirdo. Then it's settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of the Laynode Arrow. Come on. Let's go then. Oh. Do not mind us and just enjoy yourselves. We shall explore a little more and then make our way to the terminal. Look after Erenville for me. All this time, my grandfather was the common thread between us. Apparently so. I mean, I'm going on this because it's going to be a cutscene and I have to be there for the cutscene to be there. But yeah. Oh, weird. I have to go like... How does this connect? Oh, there's a road all the way over here. I couldn't... Oh, I guess it's right there. Couldn't see. Oh. A little Ghost in the Shell style animals, neon animals, I guess. Yeah. Krile, maybe? Krile Museum? Slayra Museum? Wait, Krile? Capybaras? Oh no. That's how they get you. That's the world drop mount. It does look the part, this museum. I must say I'm curious what's inside. Here it is. The Krile Museum of Nature. The main building is closed due to the ether shortage, but happily, they're still offering leisure flights. And these are the fellows that will bear us. How adorable. They don't look capable of flight. Oh, come now. You're better than to judge a creature by its appearance. This will be great. I just know it. Well, it'll be something. I know one shouldn't judge by appearances, but still. Oh there, come to ride the Maywaparas, have you? They're capybaras. But the Maywapayaras? Maywapayaras? What the heck is that word? What even is that word? Good grief. All right. This should be the last quest for this chapter. Quest number 99. A journey never ending. Kafkiwa is ready to take to the sky on a Maywaparas back. Begging your pardon, but this is where you can go on the leisure flights, yes? Indeed it is. Bearing you will be one of our adorable Maywaparas, who are especially trained by a Turali friend. Just say the word, we will send you up, up, and away. There you have it. Shall we then? Seems I'll have to trust the theory of ancestral levitation predisposition. Wait, ancestral levitational predisposition. In case you're familiar, the theory holds that all life forms have an innate capacity for levitational magics. While said magics generally remain latent, they may manifest in the ability to fly. Well, maybe. Also, we're in a giant computer. My guess is that the Mewapibaras themselves cannot fly, but rather their saddles are imbued with levitation magics. Okay, yeah. Are you ready? Then go ahead and mount up. The Mewapibaras fly a set route, so you need only relax and enjoy the view. Sure. How ridiculous is this? Oh my god. How exhilarating! I'll be damned. They really do fly. Hey, we were flying in formation, so we look like migrating birds. You are absolute dorks. Except we're on giant rodents. Speaking of migrating birds, the mallard is where your name comes from. Did I ever tell you that? That I knew, but I learned it from the shamaness, not from you. A migrating bird can fly anywhere it desires, even across oceans to distant continents. And you've done just that, my clever mallard. Ah! I thank you to not call me that. Oh dear, it's over already. Time really does fly when you have fun. What a joy to see living memory from up high. That was quite short, actually. Oh, that was wonderful. An experience worth saving for the very end. You two enjoyed yourselves as well, I trust? It was enjoyable enough, I suppose. From my fussy bun, that's high praise. I'm glad I invited you and Bay. Thank you for indulging me. If I could, I'd go for another 100 rides, but I must settle for the one. Time we headed to the Aero Terminal. If there are still things you wish to do, you want to do them now. When you're ready, make your way along the path yonder. I'll find the others and let them know the same. Alright then. She's only a facsimile constructed from her memories. I understand this. When she's right there, as alive and as inspirited as I've ever known her, how am I supposed to do it? How am I supposed to erase her? Does she even know how it tears me apart? Oh no. Ow. Smacked in the butt. Well. It'll be hard, but let us send Kafkiwa off with a smile. We saw you from below. Looked like you were having fun. We'll be there for Erenville. It's not fair.
How delightful this has been. Not since my journey with the Dawn Servant have I enjoyed myself so. No, I'm selling it short. This was even better. And that's because I was able to share this adventure with my darling boy. Well, this is as far as I can go. As for the rest...
Just stop. You're doing it again. Deciding everything by yourself, and then disappearing.
Eleneshpia, you're my pupil, so you ought to understand. Everything that lives must one day die, and that which has died isn't meant to return. This is the way of nature. Mine is an unnatural existence, and I've suffered it only because I had to unmake this twisted mausoleum.
That's a good way to put it.
But now that brave souls have appeared to whom I might entrust my mission, I may finally embrace the end. Can't you be happy for me?
How could I be happy?
I was actually quite scared, you see. Scared that I'd be trapped inside the barrier forever and denied the thrill of discovery for all my days. Your coming gave me courage and comfort, Eleneshpia. More than you know. And now here I stand, unburdened and free. In this moment, the happiest of my life.
And those feelings will live on? This is something only you can do.
As you wish, Mother. I'll continue what you began. You were right, of course. Leaving home has broadened my horizons. I've met my friends and found this place. So I bid you leave your dreams with me. And no, I'll go where you couldn't go, and do what you couldn't do. I will.
Look at you. All grown up and dependable. Yet with so much more ahead. A world of experiences await you, each a lesson of its own. You may know failure and burning regret, but these too shall become beacons to guide you. So come what may, hold your head high and carry on with conviction. And wherever your journeys take you, keep me close to your heart, will you? I should like to be there, to see what I haven't seen.
You will be, Mother.
Now, run along. And never forget that you're my pride and joy. I trust you all can handle the rest. Take care, and farewell.
Couldn't have asked for more fulfilling final hours than these. I'm so happy to have met you, Bay, you and everyone. Thank you for the memories. And thank you for watching over my Eleneshpia. We'll be fine now. I know it. We carry on with our hopes and memories in our hearts. No more doubts. We'll shut the terminal down. Let's see our task through to the end. We'll leave this to you, Erenville. I won't waver. Not anymore. If you're ready yourselves, then so am I.
That makes all of them.
All that remains is to wait for the meso-terminal to become vulnerable when it's about to initiate fusion. And then we strike.
Please be advised, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. Repeat, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. The ether of all residents will shortly be replenished. Be at ease. No action on your part is required. We thank you for your patience.
Wait, it's already begun?
We won't let Kafkiwa's hopes be in vain. No time for tears, just as well. Let us finish this. Not a moment too soon, as if she's saying she won't let us do as we please anymore. Though our time here, or through our time here, we've come to know what it is Sphene seeks to protect. That doesn't change what we have to do. Well, just the end to go now. Thank you for watching live or watching on the YouTube archive. If you want to watch more RPG playthroughs, there are more listed. A bunch of other Final Fantasies like 16, 7 Remake, 7 Rebirth, and many, many others. If you want to check the playlists out below. But thank you for watching. See you in the next one, which will be the finale to the Dawntrail MSQ.